It took Homer 3 years to fix a leaky pipe, and he still hadn't gotten it right. All that leaking water seeped into the ground over time, and eventually, the soil couldn't hold up anymore. It caved in and formed a massive sinkhole. One day, while Marge was driving the kids to school, she happened to pass by that spot. The ground collapsed, and the car plummeted into the deep hole. Luckily, they had emergency supplies in the car, but the sinkhole just kept getting bigger, making it hard for Springfield residents to get around. So the government decided to fill the sinkhole with garbage. That's how Marge's car ended up buried under it too. After they got a new car, Marge always felt something was off. Even the new car's smell seemed weird. Homer went to the store and bought 2 hot dogs to air out the car with their scent, but Marge said she could still smell the weirdness. Homer tried using cigarette smoke to mask it next, but the strange smell lingered. In the end, Homer took Marge to an auto repair shop. After hearing Marge's description, the mechanic said it sounded like a psychological issue. That night, Homer explained to Marge that there was nothing wrong with the car. The problem was probably all in her head. It was then that Marge realized the cramped back seat meant they couldn't have another baby, and she hated the car, only because she wanted to have one more child.
Oh, I really wish I had fixed that faucet.
But after some time passed, Marge still didn't get pregnant, so the two went to the hospital for a checkup, and they never expected to find out that Homer was no longer fertile. Somehow, that news made Homer breathe a sigh of relief. The discounted Chanel outfit Marge was wearing became her ticket to mingling with the wealthy elite. One day, while Marge was shopping at the supermarket, she ran into a high school classmate. The classmate thought Marge had become rich, so she invited Marge to join her club on Saturday. Marge spent time dressing the whole family up nicely, but Lisa didn't want to go. She said the club was just full of people who showed off and compared themselves to each other. After Marge persuaded her again and again, the whole family went to the club all dressed up. Marge's classmate introduced her to her rich friends one by one, and Marge felt really envious of their lifestyle. When they got home, the rest of the family kept saying that place was weird, and that being there made them feel uncomfortable. But Marge thought it was just because they hadn't tried to fit in. From that day on, Marge became obsessed with fitting into that circle. But the rich women said Marge's suit was already out of style, so Marge had to stay up all night altering her clothes. The next day, her new outfit won praise from her friends, and they invited her to a dance on Saturday. They even said they'd help her become a club member. Just when Marge thought her dream was about to come true, another rich friend said, Marge only has that one beat-up Chanel piece. Marge felt really discouraged after hearing that, but that was her only designer item, so she had to keep modifying her clothes. But Lisa kept talking next to her, making it impossible for her to focus. The dress was completely ruined, and Marge could only try to calm herself down. Homer bought an entire box of candy, but Marge wouldn't let him take it home, so Homer had to eat all of it in one go. Marge wanted to stop by the discount bookstore nearby to have a look, but Homer said they already had a book at home. Once they went inside, Homer browsed for a long time. The only thing that caught his interest was a woodworking guide. This made Marge feel really relieved, so she decided to buy the book right then and there. Just as Marge asked Homer, wouldn't you like to make something out of wood sometime?
I did, I made a footrest.
Marge went back to their bedroom, and suddenly, the floor and the nightstand both fell apart. She saw the woodworking guide in the distance, so Marge decided to fix them herself. After successfully repairing them, Marge felt a feeling she'd never had before, a full sense of accomplishment, and she soon became obsessed with all kinds of woodworking projects. She even built a little castle out of wood for Santa's little helper. After hearing Lisa and Bart praise her for it, Marge decided to start her own woodworking business. What Marge didn't expect, though, was that customers would have gender bias against carpenters too. Marge kept hitting walls. People's ideal carpenter was first and foremost a man, and he had to be a fat man at that. So fat that his butt crack showed. And Homer happened to fit all those criteria perfectly. This gave Marge a brilliant idea. Use Homer's image to attract customers, then hide Marge in a red toolbox. When the customers weren't looking, she'd sneak out to do the repairs.